Alrighty, I think one of the final pieces from my TFCon backlog, and thanks to Pax Cybertron for letting me have these to review, which is very generous. The NECA Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from NECA. Now these are, as it was identified by Joe the Flagpole Wiedemann, a.k.a. Ichabod, a.k.a. Weedman, a.k.a. friend and member of the Pre-Order 66 podcast, a.k.a. that weird dude on Twitter. He pointed out these are in fact the KO versions of the NECA Turtles, and honestly, I know that saying KO has kind of a negative connotation. For knockoffs, these are really, really well done. I mean, there's a couple of minor issues, and apparently one of the only ways you can really even tell is one, the shells are a little bluer than they should be. A very minor thing, like it's not super annoying, and apparently these are a lot stiffer than they should be. These should be a little bit more pliable and flexible, both the belt and the head pieces here. Again, I don't mind that so much. They're still very nice pieces. The only other minor, really, it's kind of a minor issue. It's more minor or more major than the bandanas, is that Raphael's hands really do not like to stay on at all. They plug right back in. You can pose them, and once they're plugged in, they'll stay in there. But they do like to pop off pretty easily when you're messing with them. But yeah, some neat posability. They're designed to look, like the Eastman and Laird drawings from the old comic book, and they really do succeed at that. The detail on the shells looks like the little pen hashes and from the ink pens and things like that. They look drawn, which is really nice. They do all have red bandanas, as they did in the original comic. So you have to tell them apart by their weapons. One minor drawback, although again, while not inaccurate from the source material, the only one who has any kind of weapon storage is Leonardo with his sheaths on the back. Everybody else they just kind of tuck their stuff into their belts, and they didn't mold that on these figures. So Mikey does have some nice actual chains in his nunchucks, which is nice. And just all in all, nice detailing. Donatello's bow staff does come apart because it's a little thicker than his fist at the ends. You can see it kind of flares out here on the end of it. So it does come apart in the middle, so you can slide it through his hand and then plug it together like that. And same with Leonardo's swords. The end cap here should come off. Huh. Should come apart. Okay. I guess it's easy enough to snap it to his hand. I could have sworn that pommel came off to let him hold it easier. But oh well, I'm not gonna force it and risk breaking it. You can just pop them out of his hands. They're soft and pliable enough. And you can throw them on the floor too, because that's exactly where they belong. But yeah, so you can get them all in there and have them hold them. They can, as mentioned before, store in the sheaths on his back. And we'll use Leonardo here as an example, just to compare some of the various lines, give you an idea of how big these guys are. They're a little bit bigger than the current 4-inch line of figures, although again not quite 6 inches. So there's Leonardo with the NECA. Here is first series Leonardo from the 2013 line, and here is Battle Shell Leonardo from the 2013 line. So a little bit bigger, a little bit more massive, certainly bigger feet than the current toy line. But yeah, just to give you a quick comparison of them. So yeah, they're good, solid figures. Like I said, even the KOs are pretty well made and pretty well done, and nice representations of the characters. The originals go for a lot of money. So yeah, then there is a set of KOs that is in this style, but does give them the colored. They're properly, well, I guess properly colored is not the right term, but they're more commonly known colored headbands with the purple, orange, red, and blue. And I may pick up a set of those if I have some money and I think about doing it at some point, because if they're the same quality as these but with the colored headbands, it might look pretty neat on the shelf. But there you go. Again, thank you to Pax Cybertron for these figures. They're really nice. And there they are, the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, based on the Eastman and Laird comic book.